Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you enjoyed the last production that we shared together. Uh, the the title of this particular production, as you can see, it says, "Let's grow a pair." So, let's talk about that. That doesn't mean that let's be mean or let's be arrogant or let's be selfish or let's be unfair or let's be bad mannered, ill mannered, or anything like that. If you are nice to your girlfriend, it's wonderful. That's how it should be. I personally love and respect women. And I think it's very important to be a gentleman and to love and respect the people who are good to you and treat them well with respect and create a safe environment for them and interact in a positive manner and enjoy a tranquil and fruitful, relaxed, positive life. Now, having said that, so we know what we really mean by the title, it's to deal with matters according and properly. That's pretty much what it could mean. Which really, what I'm trying to say is that I have been asked by many of you to address this subject of that you have broken up with your girlfriend and now you're in the same school or you're in the same campus or same class and you get bothered or you're worried about her reactions towards you, if she hates you or if she gives you the the eye signal, eye roll up, or one of these negative looks or things like that that you seem to be bothered with. And so I'm kind of trying to address that a little bit in this particular production. We should notice that what are the underlying reasons for that discomfort when somebody, your girlfriend or somebody, gives you that kind of a greeting, which is not a greeting, it's like anti-greeting. So, and the roots of the matter should be discussed and noticed, paid attention to a little bit. In many of us, or some of us, who feel this way, probably it has always been important for us the opinion of the others about us, what they think about us, how we seem to them, as if their opinion about us is more important than our own opinion about us, as if their opinion about us is what is defining us rather than truth defining us, how we are, who we are, what we know, the personality that we have inside us. And instead of thinking about ourselves the way we know we are trying to, we put so much emphasis on valuing and grading ourselves according to how the others view us or what their opinion is of us, as if that is the real measuring unit for how we are, what we are. It is always important how your loved ones or people are good to you or you love them and they love you, care about you, think about you. It's important to know how they think about us, and it's important that they would think good of us because of our behavior being proper and kind and caring and so on. However, going to the limits of actually giving it more value, their opinion to be more valuable and have more weight than our own value, our own opinion about ourselves and what the truth of us is, it's not healthy. Probably all through our life, either you've been trying to prove yourself to your family, to your mother or father. If you have other siblings that you try to compete with or try to show that you're justified, whatever you do, whatever you say, or prove yourself, it's been a burden to you. Or you've always tried to explain yourself, or it just so happens that you're a people pleaser and you feel like everybody should like you and to know you exactly as you are, and you give so much weight to that as if it's an important way of you knowing who you are rather than who you are, regardless of who thinks what of you. Because if you're a good person, then you're a good person. It doesn't matter who thinks otherwise. If you're not a good person, well, you better become a good person. And then again, if the others know that you're not a good person, but you don't do anything about it yourself, then again, it's not important. What's important is what you know and how you're using that to better yourself, to improve yourself. And if you're a wonderful person and some other people think otherwise or don't give you the respect you deserve, who cares? But it has become so valuable to you because you associate this interaction, negative interaction of theirs to you, or negative opinion of theirs to you, or their kind of a dissing or snobbish way of looking at you or interacting with you, or giving you the eye, or whatever that they do. Whether if you're a boy you get that from your ex-girlfriend, or whether you're a girl and you get that from ex-boyfriend, regardless of what it is. But this whole thing, when you are facing with this sort of a encounter, it makes you feel, it translates itself to something other than what it is, which is a bad behavior of that person, a negative behavior, or low class behavior, or something other. That's it. But instead, what it means to you, it translates itself to, I'm a bad person. Because all the time you were being raised through your childhood, if parents thought of you, praised you, or gave you a good opinion or good rapport, you felt good about yourself. That was an indication to you that you're a good boy or good girl, good person. And if that kind of a reaction, positive reaction to you wasn't there, it was an indication to you that you're a bad boy, bad girl, bad person. So now that you see that kind of a negative reaction or facial expression towards you by your ex-girlfriend, or if you're a girl, ex-boyfriend, you kind of translate that to the fact that, oh, that means I'm a bad person. And it doesn't matter who's saying it. It gives you the feeling that you don't like, which you used to identify with when you were a kid. So translation of that behavior is what you don't like, not the fact that that person or somebody else is doing it. The opinion of theirs really shouldn't be that important. I think what's really hurting you there is you associate that behavior to a meaning to yourself inside, inwardly, representing that you're not good, you're bad. And nobody likes to be thinking about himself as not a good person. So that hurts you. But the good news is that what gets hurt is your image. You don't get hurt, really. Nothing happens to you. You're still the same person. If you're good, you're good. And if you're trying to make yourself better, then that's what you are. So there's really no hazard, no bother. And also, one other reason that you get really affected by it is because perhaps you haven't made something out of yourself so much yet. What I'm trying to say is that When you have accomplished yourself in life, made something out of yourself, that gives you a certain kind of an accomplishment, feeling of accomplishment, and that gives you a certain kind of a happiness, and that gives you a certain kind of a relaxation, which this state of that happiness and relaxation translates into being a good conductor of the energy of the universe. You see, universe extends energy from one end of it to the other end all the time, 24/7, and there's energy flowing all around. That's why this energy flows everywhere and it goes, touches things, and things grow, things get energized, things move, things function, things are alive, things are part of the universe, and they assist in the development and expansion of the universe. This energy is very important. And when we feel good and happy and relaxed, this energy flows through us in abundance, and then it passes through us with ease, filling us with wonderful energy and wonderful goodness, and then it helps us to function better, and everything is just feeling wonderful. But when you're not so happy about yourself, then it's like the energy comes in and gets kind of stuck. The flow of the energy is not good. It's like you don't boost the energy. It comes there and sits there, and you're depressed and you don't feel good about yourself. And that feeling itself is like a stumbling block for the flow of the energy in the universe. So that is why it's very important to be a good person, to help people, to heal people rather than hurting people. Because when you hurt people, then you don't feel so good about yourself. And then when you help people, you feel good about yourself, and the energy flows better too. You can feel it. When you're happy and you've done good stuff, and you help people, you feel energized. Why? Because this energy is flowing through you in abundance, and a lot more, because it's moving faster through you, so more fresh energy keeps coming through you and all around the universe from one end to the other, and you're part of this subjection to this flow that is passing through. But if you're not feeling that well, you're kind of depressed and so on, you don't feel energized, and it's because the energy is not really flowing well. So that's why very, very important to make something out of yourself, to study well, to become somebody in your life, to follow your dreams, positive dreams, and when you accomplish these sort of things, you feel great. And when you feel great, and this what I just explained happens, which is a better flow, guess what? When you feel good and you feel good about yourself, therefore you're happier, and therefore you're relaxed, therefore you feel the energy of the universe passing through you. It's like you are a big river with a big flow, which means when you see a big river coming this way with big flow, and a small river coming this way, which is other people with their own negative energy and negative way of interacting with you, then the big river will just simply roll over this, and this little one, the negative one, the little flow, doesn't affect it. This one will just overcome it and continue its way without feeling as if it's been parted, because this flow is coming and this flow being parted because this is hitting it. But because this is strong, it doesn't even feel the existence of this. It just goes. So therefore, it's important for you to make something out of yourself, to feel great, to have this good flow of energy pass through you, flow through you, so you become that big river in life. So these other people who are sending you negative energy by their look and by their dissatisfaction or by their snobbish look or whatever it is that they're throwing at you, like the ex or like whoever else in the classroom or wherever else that they look at you or this way or that way, your big energy is so confident in you, which comes from your confidence. This big flow of the energy doesn't even make that negative connotation, negative energy that they're extending for you to be felt. That's why it's very important for you to build something out of yourself, to focus on your life, to do things that needs to be done so you will accomplish more stuff and feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, you get to become this big flow of energy, big river which will not be bothered by the small rivers that we always meet them all through our day, and there are a bunch of obnoxious, negative, or bad-mannered people with their energy. So you need to have a stronger, better energy. So if these energies come towards you, you simply, naturally, your energy will overtake them and flow it, and you will continue, and you won't feel their bad energy. So that's why it's very important for you to continue all the good things that I told you to do in the other videos and productions, to bring yourself to a good standing and happy standing. And that comes with doing the things you got to do, so you won't be the small river. The reason that it seems so important what your ex-girlfriend thinks of you, because all through childhood we have had this pumped through our head that a woman is so important, woman is so valuable, woman is this, and having sex is this, and being with a woman is this, and woman is all, you know. Of course it's true. Woman is very important, and they must be protected, respected, loved, and cared for, and properly behaved with. That is what every gentleman thinks, and I'm sure all of you young men who are watching this agree with me. And it is a sign of power and strength when a man is kind and good to women, as a protector of women. But at the same time, you shouldn't be so thinking more than what it needs, because they're important, but they're also human beings. They're no gods, and they're no better than you, and they're no better than what they are. If they are behaving well, if they are properly behaving, if they're proper, if they're good, if they're nice to you, kind to you, loyal to you, and you're nice and kind and loyal to them, well, that's a good match. If they're not nice and kind, well, then you go on and move on and find another relationship. But you don't have to consider just because they're women, and no matter how they behave, then they still should be, desired. And it is very important for you to be able not to be influenced too much just because they're women. If they're saying things that make sense, is wonderful, is positive, well, great, you must consider it. But if you're just listening to them because you're afraid that they may leave you, go and be with somebody else, well, that's a weak point. That is not confidence. That is not a healthy relationship. That you're kind of being held hostage because you want something, and for the fear of losing it, then you're just trying to be something that you're not. That's not good. Neither you should be pressuring your girlfriend to be what she's not, and neither the girlfriend should pressure you, or you feel pressured to be something that you're not. It should be a comfortable situation and a civilized situation. So you have to respect your girlfriend, and it's important what they think of you, but not to the point that it becomes more important than the truth, more important than how you think about yourself and how you know what you are and how you are. So it has to be balanced, and that means grow a pair, meaning don't simply always want to please them no matter what. If they give you a look, then you will be all so devastated because they didn't think of you good. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares if somebody gives you a negative look or negative connotation, negative rapport? You should be bothered with it. No, who cares? Go into your classroom and become that big river. So even if they look at you in a negative way or give you kind of a dissing look, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't matter, because the truth matters. The truth is you're a good person. And that's the extent of it. You don't owe anybody anything. Just to be a good gentleman, be a good person. Don't bother anyone. Try to heal people if they want to. And don't harm people. It's very easy to harm people, but it's very difficult to heal people. And that should be our mission, to be good to others who are good to us and good to ourselves. And that's basically the message I wanted to pass on to you. So let's grow up here and don't be so affected by all these little bits and things that people throw at us. People are all different kinds, and for their own problems and their inner problems, they may say things, look things, and because they're not happy about themselves, they're obviously not happy about their situation, so they just want to blame it on you or blame it on somebody. So they look kind of weird to them or negatively and try to express their dissatisfaction of whatever it is. But you're not responsible for their dissatisfaction. So don't be affected and don't give a damn. And don't be such a wuss to listen to every woman wishes that they have just because they're a woman. Women has been made very important, and they are very important, but they can't be more important than what their importance really is. And you should recognize that and accordingly build your relationship. And if it doesn't work out, just move on and go and find yourself another situation and positive relationship. Have a wonderful evening and talk to you soon.